Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. It's Teresa here with a creative team layout for the Traci Reed Designs creative team. I'm sharing a Project Life video with you today from May of 2024, working with the Our Story Matters collection recently launched from Traci Reed Designs. I'll have links to the product down below for you, as always. I wanted to share with you a glance at the layout as I designed it in Photoshop. This is the CC version. And so I laid out a 2-page spread, so 24 inches wide, 12 inches high. Brought in the pattern papers for the background, and a couple of strips on the top left and the lower right hand side for pattern papers, and establishing kind of a flow from left to right. I also worked with a template from Erica Zane. I'll have it linked down below. This is weekly number 5 template from her. But I tweaked it a little bit, and what I wanted to do is have sort of a diagonal direction from lower left to upper right, going into the leading your eye across the layout. And I've used a couple of straight up 4x6 journal cards, adjusted some of the photo sizes to accommodate that, and then a couple of 3x4 journal cards, and again, some of the pattern papers in the collection repeated as well. So let's jump into the process right now. First, let me show you a closer look at the elements as I have printed them. These are some of the elements that I've printed from the sticker pack from this collection. And one thing I did differently in this process was I'm going to add those embellishments on the fly. I have not planned those in the Photoshop layout. I did print and cut the title so that I had the size correct. And this is one of the journal cards that I printed from the collection. And this is also a journal card that I changed the size a little bit to accommodate the square size instead of vertical orientation. Some of the photos and stories from that month, we had a visit from Addison, which is always really awesome to see him. A photo of myself, which is continuing my commitment to appear in my layouts every month. We had prom that month, and Addison actually had an accident on the way home from his visit with us, and so everything turned out okay. Everybody was safe. No one was hurt and everything. But just a quick overview of what the month of May looked like for us in the year of 2024. And I love, this is one of the things I missed about doing Project Life layouts, is just having the opportunity to look at the month at a glance with a sense of gratitude. My apologies, I didn't show you what I printed on the background of the layout. But basically, there are the pattern paper strips that I shared with you already, or talked with you already about. I also did these little florals that you can see on the right-hand side of the layout, that they're sort of suspended there in the background. I don't know if I would do that again, but it was something that I tried and had fun with. So on we go. Now, for the title card, so to speak, I did add a little rubber embellishment that says May from Laura Bellora. And I've had those in my stash forever, but recently I moved my Project Life cards. As you can tell, I haven't been using those Project Life cards recently, but I went ahead and grabbed the little May embellishment that was tucked into my containers with my Project Life cards. So I went ahead and added that, and then to the photo of River and Addison just casually chatting at the dinner table, I added the little heart and a little journal strip from the Our Story Matters collection. And then this little journal card here is also a journal card from the collection. It's a full 3x4 card. And again, I sized it down to fit into a square block there. Whoops, I forgot to adhere those items down. So I went ahead and caught you up on that. And then this is one of the pattern papers. And so I'm adding another just very simple label here to journal some more of the events going on in this page. Very simple way to fill these little blocks, and that it still feels original to Project Life, but just a different shape and a different size than what we're normally used to. One thing that I really loved about this layout is that it allowed me to accommodate, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 photos in different sizes and different orientations. One, I feel like I can crop the photos better to tell the story and put the focal point of the photo closer on what I'm trying to emphasize, if that makes sense. So really like doing it this way. One thing that I noted in this layout is that some of the photos feel a little bit small for my taste. So I don't know if I would use this small of blocks again, because I do like having slightly larger photos that you can sort of see, even if they're cropped in close, that they feel like they take up important space on the layout. I don't know if I'm being weird about that. Tell me if I'm being weird about that. But the important thing is the photos are included. I feel really good about this layout, and I feel really good and at peace about the month of May for last year. And that's really awesome. Again, I'm just glad to have the opportunity to look back on this period of time with gratitude, that we have some wonderful stories to tell. Another fun thing we did that month was we made a new dessert called s'mores bars. You can look it up on Pinterest. It's nothing, earth-shattering or anything, but it was new to us and very popular. It was gone really quickly. I also went with Nick to play video games one afternoon, and we had lunch together and just spent a really nice afternoon together, hanging out and just doing fun stuff. And something that I'm also trying to incorporate more of in my life is to spend one-on-one time, especially with Nick and River, as their mom, and especially as they're leaving home, spending less time at home. I think you have to make more of an effort to spend that time with them. So reminding myself here to do that, reminding myself of what that looks like and how it fills my cup, actually, to spend time with these children, with all 4 of them especially. So the journal card, one of the things I did this time for my journaling was I did it by hand, whereas the last couple of layouts I've been doing it on the computer. Either way is especially valuable and important. So but also just demonstrating how you can mix it up within the same album, and you can do both computer typewritten journaling and handwritten journaling in the same album. It's totally fine, even on the same layout. Totally okay too. And it felt familiar. It felt familiar and sort of like I'm back at home. I'm glad to be back into the Project Life process and Project Life habit. It feels good. It feels like a good time to get back into it. I do have unfinished albums from 21, 22, and 23. I don't know if I'm going to go back to those. I don't know what I'll do with those. But I'm glad to be here now. I'm glad to be doing 2024 and doing this year and doing it in this format. I'm really enjoying the templates and the hybrid portion of it. Do you remember this Maggie Holmes roller stamp? I have it, and so here I used it on the journal card. Just a little tiny detail. I forgot to adhere the little shelf elements here, the pencil cup, the books, and the typewriter at the bottom right hand corner. So I did go back and do that off camera and completed the layout. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've seen some inspiration here, gathered some inspiration, and have time to create this week. I'll see you back here again real soon. Bye-bye.